Oh shit! I've been doing all this talking, and I thought people was on. All right, let me start over again. I didn't even realize I wasn't even on the air, but I've been having a rough week with uh being on the air. I totally apologize. If you watch this show, I'm gonna tell you right now. Forward to 16 minutes, or really 21 minutes, and you'll get me. I apologize so much. So I'm gonna start over again. Uh, I'll give out the game balls again later. Let me do what I just did. I was talking about the Dolphins and the Dolphin community and the ineptitude of the Dolphin franchise since Pete Stoyanovich missed that field goal in 1994. And what I was saying up here is that um, this franchise is so inept it's embarrassing. Also, if you want to be real about it, the Dolphin community, who I just went in on, I'm gonna do it again for you so you won't miss anything. Who swear they are the authority of the team, and most of these ass clowns never seen them do a damn thing in their lives. Okay, I'm listening to QAM today on online, and the fallout was comical the last couple of days. These ass clown fans in South Florida are yelling and screaming at Brandon Tobin why the team sucks ass so much. And it comes down to a number of things. My favorite one is, and it's a sad one, but I say, Bill Parcells, who I think, they was talking about why yesterday Stephen Ross is such an ass clown as an owner and a joke as an owner. And I think it was Brandon Tobin who said that even Parcells didn't want to work for him. Yeah, because Parcells knows him. Ross is one of the biggest Jet fans who owns the Dolphins. You can never know. The Dolphins to him is a toy, and now his Dolphins are worth $7 billion. Give Ross a lot of credit, but it's about wins. And one of the big problems I said before, I say it again. If Ross was owning that team 1 year earlier, they would have took Matt Ryan number one. And me and I test up had a big disagreement about Matt Ryan the other night, and then I proved him. I proved him right. Me right. If you would have had Matt back in 2008, I promise you, they had a good offensive line too. So he had weapons to work with. Instead, they went with Chad Henne in the second round, and Chad got 3 rings from the Chiefs. He's happily retired now. And I'm laughing up here. You have a fan base in South Florida. Nationally, the Dolphin fans are great. You come to New York, you come to Boston, you go to Boston, LA. Omar Kelly says the best Dolphin fans, which I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they rival New York and Boston and Philly. And, uh, the idiots down in South Florida are a bunch of morons. I've been saying that all along. They put this quarterback up like he's the greatest thing in the world, and he's not. I could have told you that. I'm gonna tell you the secret why teams are beating the Dolphins now at a fun clip. It's because all you have to do against Tua is play the deep cover two. That takes Waddle and Tyreek out of the game. Both of them are quitters. They're proving that. And you gave away Johnny Smith, so Tua don't have a security blanket. And you saw what a healthy Colt team can do. I'm telling you, if the Colts stay healthy, they can win that division. They have a great defense. They play power football. Daniel Jones is mobile. The question with the Colts is his health. himself. But back to the Dolphins, who we will see on Sunday. It is Armageddon down in South Florida. They lose that game. If they lose to the Patriots on Sunday, and to me, again, like I said about the Raider game, I'll say it about this one. I think it's a toss-up between Miami and New England. Which Miami team you going to get? Which New England team? I'll do New England first. Or you going to get the team that abandoned the running game and let Drake May throw 50 times? Or you going to get the team that exudes, and Mike Vrabel should know this better than anybody else, what exudes Patriots? And what Dolphin team are you going to get? A team that can't stand each other from what I hear, don't really like each other, don't believe in the quarterback, overpaid players for with no production, and their fan base is dumb as they are down there. They're delusional, dumb as hell down there. The Dolphin community. You listen to them. You think they won 10 Super Bowls? But we'll roast them Friday night. We'll have fun with them on Friday. We'll have fun with the Dolphin community. Now let's re-give the game balls again. I've given the Jets offense a game ball. I've given the Packer defense a game ball. I've given Lamar Jackson a game ball and Jordan Love. Now, these are the top players of the week. Number 4, Josh Allen. What a performance he gave Sunday night. Did not see the game. Down 40-25 with less than 4 to go. He rallied the troops. They stunned the gutless Ravens 41-40. Derrick Henry fumbled late in that game and gave Buffalo all the momentum. And Josh being Josh, carrying the Bills on his back. Number 3 is Daniel Jones, and I give him all the credit in the world. He may not be the greatest quarterback, but maybe he's found a home in Indianapolis. We'll find all you need to know about the Colts Sunday when they play Broncos. And that should be a good one Sunday. It's the late game, along with Kansas City and the Eagles Super Bowl rematch on Sunday. Game ball number 2 go to Aaron. It was spectacular. I told everybody that Rodgers was going to get revenge. 4 touchdowns, 244 yards. Brilliant game by the Grand Master at quarterback, which I call Aaron Rodgers. Called the Jets the worst organization he's ever played with and the worst teammates. Called the Steelers the best group of guys he's ever played with. What did that tell you how he feels about Green Bay? And number 1, Justin Herbert. Again, the best game he's ever played, in my opinion. I've seen with my own 2 eyes. Just flawless in the pocket, beautiful arm, just beautiful to watch on Friday night. And if we get him, maybe the Chargers can go places with Jimmy. And that'd be Jimmy Harbaugh to you. Now, let me get back to the Dolphins real quick, and then we'll move forward. Get ready for tomorrow night's game, which I'll be doing up here. Poor drafting has killed this team. Not spending their money wisely have killed this franchise. Done ownership, country club atmosphere, and I blame the fan base too down there. Without a doubt, I blame their fans down there. Because you got ass clowns like the Dolphin community who pump these guys up, talking Super Bowl a couple of years ago. This team hasn't done a goddamn thing but lose and disappoint their sorry ass fan base down South Florida, aka the Dolphin community. But we'll go in on the Dolphin community on Friday. My good buddy Eric, okay, said here nearly 2 years ago that I was old. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a joke. Now I'm laughing back at the Dolphin community, not only laughing, clapping. And I'll be going in Friday night, and I'm going to be going in after every loss they have at the Dolphin community. I am a vindictive human being. And when you try to make a fool out of me, now the chips in the building is burning. Remember back in about 40 years ago, there was a club song called "The Roof Is on Fire." Let the MF burn. Remember that? If you're a club music fan, well, that's the Dolphins right now. They already burnt. Now the Dolphins are a tsunami that no one can get out. The fan base, Dolphin community will all drown, while the Panthers fan base is looking at a dynasty in a three-peat. And I do not blame Florida Panther fans for hating Dolphins and their fans. Because when you click on at QAM, what the F are they talking about? Dolphins, Kings, and the sorry ass Miami Heat. You even have fools on Big O's show want to talk that sorry ass Marlin franchise baseball. Once the Marlins went back in the tank, those fans disappeared. Big O called them out. I called them out. Now we're gonna have fun with the Dolphin community up here, and I'll start naming names and some of the things they've said, and none of it came true because this team hasn't done a damn thing since 1992. And by the way, this is day 18,866. What do those numbers mean? That's the last time. I saw it live in my living room back in 1974. The last time the Miami Dolphins, Don Shula touched the Super Bowl trophy. 18,866 days ago since the Dolphins have touched that. And boy, Friday night, I am going to be pumped. And we will go all in on Ross, on the fan base, the Dolphin community. We'll kill concept creators who lie up here Friday night. We'll have a field day Friday night in the Dolphin community. And I cannot wait for it. I really cannot wait for that. Let me see something. Oh man, what a day for me. What else do I talk about? Yeah, I talked about that. Let's preview the game tomorrow, which is going to be good. If you like good football, well, let me put my picks up there for week two. There they are. Week two, Dallas take them -5.5. Pittsburgh -2.5. The Jets +6.5. 49ers -4.5. And the Buccaneers and Texans to go over 42. To me, that is as good a locks of picks as I can give you for week two. Love Dallas on Sunday. Pittsburgh too, 2.5. They could win by easily by a field goal. Well, I did the Seattle game Sunday. Sam Darnold is a piece of shit. Let me tell you. Jets offense should move the ball in the Bills defense. Goddamn Lamar Jackson. And everybody should be happy for Justin Fields. He is now coming to his own as a quarterback. Good for him. Honestly, good for that young man. Niners, I think, cakewalk over the Saints. And I think the Bucks and the Texans is a shootout on Monday Night Football. So those are my picks for week two. Look below, they're there. Go make some money for yourself. Let's get to money. Let's get to the game tomorrow night. There it is. Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love tomorrow night. Now, I personally, I'm the biggest Jordan Love fan around. You know that. I love the kid. I think he's this superstar knocking on the door, maybe breaking down the door this year. Um, Jaden Daniels is real, and I expect him to put on a complete show tomorrow. To me, Green Bay has a lot to prove tomorrow night. Let's see if their defense shows up against this kid, because this kid is magnificent. And I don't love him like that boy or Itas. Those guys are Jordan Daniels disciples. Like I'm a Jordan Love disciple. I mean, they're not similar because one has phenomenal arm talent and the other one is a born leader. That's what Jaden Daniels is. And he does the unthinkable, which is great for him and his imagery. And I expect the game to be in the 20s. I think both defenses will show up. Bobby Wagner, who's one of my all-time favorites, always plays well against uh, Green Bay. And I just think it's going to be a hell of a game tomorrow. I'm going to be so proud to do it up here. I'll be on the air at 7:40 tomorrow night for Green Bay and Washington. Speaking of which, let me do the N.F.L. card for you, as I enjoy doing. I wonder who won Player of the Week. They didn't announce that. Who was NFL's Player of the Week? Oh man! All right, Panthers and Dolphins. Dolphins are, I believe, a point and a half favorite. No, 2.5. Last I saw, they were 2.5 point favorite this Sunday against the Pats. I don't know which way this game's gonna go. I think for both of these franchises, it's very important to win this game, especially if you're Miami. Because if you lose this one, you're gonna have Buffalo a week from tomorrow night. We'll do that game up in Orchard Park, where you never beat Josh Allen. And with that secondary, I don't know. I will say this: Dolphin fans are underestimating how good Drake May can be. The Raiders are just that improved. I told you, people. The Raiders are very improved. So that game to me is a toss-up. Buffalo and the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets plus 6.5 in this game. If they can move the ball in the Steelers, they can easily move the ball. And we may see the Jets next Sunday in Tampa. I'm thinking about it. Oh no, we won't see that game. I'll have it up. They'll be behind me. But we'll be in Philly next Sunday for the playoff rematch between the Rams and the Eagles. That'll be next Sunday, South Philadelphia. Uh, I'm gonna take the Jets in the 6.5. That this game will be close. It could be another Josh Allen heroics, or it could be Justin Fields heroics to win this game. But I'm gonna take the 6.5. Rams, I believe, are 2.5 point favorite on the Titans. I'm gonna leave this game alone. I say Los Angeles wins the game. but I don't know if it's close because the defenses is going to control the game. I said that this past Sunday, Denver and Tennessee, and they played like top five defense. So Tennessee's defense is top notch, and they'll come to play their home opener in Nashville on Sunday. Ravens open up 12.5 point favorite on Cleveland. They're now 10.5. And I'm leaving this game alone, even though I do believe that the Ravens should be 1-1. I'm going to talk about Shador Sanders after I do these previews. 49ers and Saints, I jumped over it. Niners 4.5 point favorite. I don't even, it's not even, it's, they'll win the game comfortably. As 49ers are trying to find themselves again. Take the 4.5, minus 4.5. I love Dallas this week. I opened up at minus 2.5. I jumped all over it. It's now 5.5. I jumped over at 2.5. How could you not like the Cowboys in this one? I get them at field goal, but kick a field goal and win. I win the game. I won the bet. I think Dallas will be loaded for bear on Sunday at home opener against the Giants. Lions are just, I believe the Lions are what, 5.5 point favorite on the Bears. You saw the best of Caleb Williams in the first half. You saw the worst of Caleb Williams in the second half. I'm gonna leave it alone, but Detroit should win that game. If Chicago wins, it wouldn't surprise me because you know why I think of Detroit right now. Broncos and Colts. This game is a 1.5 in Indianapolis. Both if the Colts are healthy right now, so the defense will definitely put on the hard hat. This is a rematch of I think it was week 16 in Denver, where both teams needed the game, and the Broncos ended up winning the game and knocked the Colts out of the playoffs. So you know that Stenham will have the Colts ready for this one. Should be a hell of a game, fascinating game with these two teams. In Indianapolis, Colts 1.5 favorite. Arizona is 6.5 point favorite over the Panthers, and Arizona should win this game, and they'll go to 2-0. Super Bowl rematch. Eagles are a 1.5 favorite. I'm gonna leave it alone, but I will say this: if Kansas City loses this game, then the chapter of the Chiefs you saw the last 7 years is close. They're gonna have to reinvigorate that offense and get some real playmakers again. Falcons and Vikings. This is a good one because you're gonna get two quarterbacks from the 2025-24 draft in this game. Penix played well uh, in a loss. Well, like I said about Caleb Williams, I'll say about this kid. J.J. McCarthy looked lost in the first half, was a superstar in the fourth quarter, and won that game by himself for the Vikings. It's Sunday Night Football. Vikings favorite for what I saw by 3.5 points. Atlanta cannot start 0-2 with Tampa. We'll do Tampa. We'll do Tampa next. Um, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Minnesota. We'll see what O'Connell has for this one. Should be a lot of points on the board Sunday night. Monday night, you got Baker going to Houston take on uh, Stroud, who looks completely lost. You talk about the deep cover two effing up a quarterback's head. It is. Nobody. You think Tungalova is bad? CJ Stroud is just as bad against the deep cover two. Houston's home is going to be 70,000 Texan fans. I believe the Texans are 2.5 point favorite. They should win the game. It hurts me to say that because I do like Baker and the Bucks. You know that. I put them top three NFC. It's the Eagles, the Rams, the Buccaneers, and then now you potentially you could put the Packers at number four. Maybe the Niners five, Dallas, Atlanta. Those are my playoff teams right now. And last but not least, and this game is late, folks. It's a 10 o'clock start. This game is on your local ESPN 2 or 3, one of those channels. Raiders, Chargers in Vegas. Right now, I'm going to do the broadcasters next since I'm up and rolling. Oh, man, the way Herbert looked, the Raiders, Gino and Pete Carroll's added just pep in the Raiders' step. I like the Raiders. I told you people that. But Herbert looks so good on Friday. So, Chargers favored, by the way, by 2.5 in Vegas. Raiders home opener. I'll leave it alone. So we got Buffalo. We got Buffalo, Miami next Thursday night, week from tomorrow. We'll have that game up here. So that should be interesting. Let's see who are the announcers for these games this week. I do it all up here. Uh, let's see who's doing these games this week. Hmm. Well, let's find out who's doing the games. All right, Washington, Green Bay, Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit. They'll be in Lambeau tomorrow. Sunday, Cleveland at Baltimore, Tom McCarthy and Ross Tucker. That's one of their worst teams. Chris Lewis and Logan Ryan is doing Jacksonville at Cincinnati. Wow. Dallas and the Giants, that'll be Joe Davis and Greg Olson. Bears and Lions, Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. Dolphins and Patriots, boy, they really like showing sending the bad announcers to Dolphin games. That'll be Andrew Catalan and Charles Davis. and one of the McCarty brothers. Yeah, Jason McCarty, and of course the beautiful AJ Ross is part of that group. Boy, see AJ 2 weeks in a row. Fine with me, boy. Briscoe and the Saints, Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnson. Dallas, excuse me, Buffalo and the Jets is Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson. Steelers and Seahawks is Adam Levine and Mark Sanchez. Rams and Titans is Iron Eagle and TJ Watt. Really? They're doing the Rams and the Titans? Wow. Okay. Panthers and Cardinals, Spiro Ditas and Adam Archuleta, they do the worst games of the week every week. Denver and Indy, Kevin Harlan and Trent Green and the gorgeous Melanie Collins. Have fun doing that one. You know who's doing Dallas? Excuse me, who's doing Philly and Kansas City? That'll be Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Aaron Andrews and oh man, Tom Rinaldi, and then it's Tarico and Collinsworth. They'll be in Minneapolis on Sunday night. Now, Chris Fowler and Dan Orlovsky and Louis Riddick, they'll be doing the Texans and Buccaneers. They got the good game. Aikman and Buck is doing, Aikman and Buck want to go to Vegas, so they gave them the Vegas assignment. Herbert against the Raiders and Mad Max Crosby, that will be Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. That game is on regular ESPN at 10 o'clock Eastern. And there you go. Those are the announcers of the week for your NFL Week 2, where they're going to be at. And we'll do this again on Sunday afternoon pregame show, 12:20 Eastern time. We'll give you the updated odds and what's going on. We'll give you the injury report and everything you need to know about this week's games. And how could you not like uh, Jets Buffalo at 1 o'clock? Pounding ground against Josh Allen. I'm looking forward to that game. You better believe I'm looking forward to that game. Tomorrow I'll be on, and we're gonna do the Redskins and Packers. I hope both teams come to play, and both teams put on an aerial display. I would like to see that. I really would like to see that. Daniel is Love tomorrow night. Dissecting the Dolphins' flaws Friday. Saturday, I'll be in Platinum Elite's room. We'll be picking the college, even though I really rather just pick pros because I got my pros for the weekend. Um, Last week I went 3-2. This week I expect to go 5 and put some good money in my pocket. Let me make sure. So we're just about done in here. For me, I'm just gonna go watch some hockey podcasts and chill. Watch some 2 a.m. I didn't do that today yet. I'm gonna watch some 2 a.m. so I can crack on the Dolphins for Friday. And you know what the sad thing is? It doesn't hurt me killing my favorite team, but these South Florida fans who think they won 10 Super Bowls in a row, they disrespect anyone who's a Dolphin fan but don't pick them. Friday night, I will get back up with the Dolphin community about ready to crack and fall apart because this team's been full of shit since the day Ricky Williams walked out that door. They made Ricky Williams choose weed and holistic medicine. I had Ricky Williams on today. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing. I get off here in 5 minutes. I'll go watch the Ricky Williams. That should be fun. And I'm on QAM today. And like Brandon Tobin said in his individual video he did in his house, he's right. Dolphin media gotta stop being, and they're better than what they've shown. They better start manning up and grow up and start hitting this team hard. I know the Dolphins got the policy if you one of these guys where all you do is bash them, they'll take your credential. Well, go cover a winner in the Panthers. At least you know they're on the verge of a dynasty. But no, you people in South Florida gotta be that sorry ass football team in Miami Gardens. Nah, they come first. Hmm. See what you get now. What year is this again? Year 53. No, year 52. We're going on 53 with no Super Bowl. I'll do it for you. 52 years since they won their last Super Bowl. 41 years since they've been to the Super Bowl. 33 years since they've been to the AFC title game. And 25 years since they won a playoff game. Longest streak in the league. Goddamn, Baker Mayfield won one in Cleveland. Should have won the other one if the kid didn't bobble the ball in Kansas City. Can't believe that was. How long was that? Damn, that was 5 years ago. Where the F did the time go? Wow, it's been that long, huh? Time has gone slow in the 2020s, I'll tell you that. And like I said, and I'll talk about it more Friday night, this team needs to put back to back to back to back to back 5 drafts, 5 good drafts in a row, where the top 4 picks in each draft are playing, not learning and developing. That's bullshit. That's losers. Well, Dolphins been losers for so long. But we'll kill them Friday night. We'll have a good time doing it. Um, and we'll get ready for tomorrow night. Daniels versus Love. I just want to see good football. And I'm cheering for Love because he's my fantasy quarterback in 2 of my 3 leagues I play. Yep, in my league, my own personal league, I got Baker. So you know I'm watching the game Monday night. I got Baker, Mike Evans, the dumbass kicker. So I'll be watching that game intensely Monday night with Baker. That's my quarterback. Now I have an asshole commissioner in the other league that don't want me to trade Lamar Jackson. I don't know why he don't want me to trade Lamar. And I'll get Lamar off my team so quick. I don't play. I just go with him. I didn't pick these players anyway. I wasn't in that draft. But I'm trying to get rid of them right now as we speak. Give me a big time running back and a receiver, and I'm good to go. And in my money league, of course, I told everybody my last three picks will be a kicker and two quarterbacks. Jordan Love was on the board. Why, I don't know. And I had Tua, but I cut it after the game on Sunday. Picked up Geno Smith as back. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how I keep rolling. And like I said, I'll be on the air tomorrow at 7:40 pregame show. Packers, Redskins from Lambeau. Just give me some excitement tomorrow night. Love throw for four touchdowns. Daniels throw for four touchdowns. Let's have a game for the ages tomorrow night on Amazon Prime. NBA will be on Amazon in a couple of weeks. So if you're an NBA fan, I don't know how much they're going to charge you for the NBA League Pass, but they got it now, and you're going to have to pay through the ringer to get it. NBA League Pass, by the way, the worst sports entity, and when you pay for sports to see a sport, the NBA is the worst. And you know why they're the worst? Because they're a bunch of bandwagon ass clowns, the NBA fans. Keep telling you people. I said, fuck the NBA fans. Excuse my language. I apologize. F the NBA fan. The bias. Uh, just NBA fans are so disgusting. The most ignorant fans of any sports fan. The smartest, of course, is hockey and world European soccer. That's where the elitists in baseball, of course. And I don't know about European soccer. I'm a Man U fan since 1978. They used to come on public television every Sunday morning. That's why I supported Man U. They was on my TV every week. But I'm not one of these Man U fans that I'm going to slip my wrist because they went brand instead of winning championships. The Glazers just market the hell out of Man U. I think they better get back to winning again. Their fans deserve it. Speaking of fans, we'll be in Montreal. I'm trying to get up there for real. If not this winter, next spring for sure. The La Habitants. Montreal to me is the team that is going to dethrone Florida when it's all said and done. It won't happen this year, but I think for the Canadians, it would be good to play Florida this year. Get some experience in getting your ass whipped by the Panthers and learn. Because that juggernaut down in Jupiter. I didn't know it was Jupiter. I know it's the tip of Lauderdale. Mr. Miami saying, I'm not going to drive up there with my car. I said, if I get you a goddamn ticket to go to the game, bro, you fucking rent a car to get up there and back. Okay? But that Florida machine, we'll talk more about the Panthers next week. I'm going to do an episode up here why the Panther fan hates the Dolphin fan that they cannot stand Dolphins. We'll get into it. Uh, I can't wait to talk to. I'm gonna reach out to Dork and get him up here. Dave Dork, who's been with the Panthers since 2013 and 2012. Probably always been a fan. He's from South Florida. Nobody knows the team more than he does. I'm gonna get him up here in the future. Talk championship hockey about the Panthers up here. Get a Montreal fan in here. Gotta get a Blazer guy in here. I mean, Blazers got platforms. I know that team at the palm of my hand, folks. Every team I love. And now I'm back in love with my Stampeders. I'm disappointed Stampeder fans in Edmonton over the weekend. They got the week off. They'll be hosting BC next weekend. They play the rest of their games on the road. But we'll see about my Stampeders as time goes on. So that's it. Thank you, people in the clouds. Thank you for the cash apps. Appreciate you all listening tonight. Sorry for the first 15 minutes. That's my bad. And I'll find a way to edit that and give you the 45 minutes. Tomorrow night, we will do everything right because I'm going to be up here early preparing for the game. And I cannot wait to do that game tomorrow. Oh, what game. And Love Daniels should be a help. Let the better quarterback perform well. Fantasy reasons, I hope it's Jordan Love. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. 7:40 Eastern Time, the pregame show, and then it's on Amazon. Skins pack from Lambeau. Good night from the Oasis, everybody. Thank you for being here.